A deep beginning being abandoned is not the end. It is how the universe clears the path for your growth. Have you ever experienced that feeling? One day, someone who used to be your close friend, someone who used to care about you, someone who used to say warm words suddenly disappears. No explanation, no messages, no calls, only a dense silence. Like the night remains, you lie there asking yourself what you did wrong. You torment yourself, replaying those last moments over and over. You long for a small sign, an explanation, even a straightforward goodbye. But no. All you receive is a cold silence, and then the pain begins to sink in. You blame yourself. You lower your self-worth. You think you are not good enough, not worthy enough, not interesting enough for someone to stay. But pause for a moment. Take a deep breath and listen to this truth. The silence of others is not always a verdict against you sometimes. It is evidence of your own growth. It is a sign that you have moved beyond what they can endure. Imagine when you grow up, you no longer fit into the old clothes. You cannot stay forever in the same small room. Growth forces you to leave what was once familiar. Likewise, some people will not be able to accompany you forever. Their disappearance is not your fault, not because you have become worse, but because you have changed, you have evolved, you have outgrown the small space they were comfortable with. And the painful truth is, not everyone is ready to face that change. Not everyone has enough courage to move forward with you. The misunderstandings that cause you pain when someone suddenly ignores you. The first reaction is often to blame yourself. We get caught in a spiral of dangerous misunderstandings, and it is these misunderstandings that multiply the pain. Let us face the common mistakes. First mistake: thinking you are not good enough. This is the most instinctive reaction. You assume they left because you are not smart enough, not attractive enough, not interesting enough. You compare yourself to others. You wonder, has someone better replaced me? Am I lacking something that made them leave? But the truth is, someone's decision to leave often reflects more about their inner world than your worth. Their silence is a reflection of the limits they are facing. Your value does not decrease just because someone can no longer see it. The sun does not lose its light because someone closes their eyes. Second mistake: trying to shrink yourself to be loved. Many of us think that if we change, if we become less excellent, less powerful, less different, then the other person will return. We shrink, we dim our own light, we sacrifice our truth just to hold on to those who chose to walk away. But remember, those who truly love you will love you through your endless growth. No one deserves your shrinking just to fit into their frame. Let your light burn brightly, even if it makes some people leave. Third mistake: believing you can fix everything when a relationship starts to crack. Many of us step into the role of the savior. We think that if we try harder, love more, sacrifice more, everything will go back to the way it was. But the reality is, not everything broken can be fixed, and not every relationship is worth saving. You cannot hold a rotting door just by willpower. You cannot keep someone who has chosen to walk out of your world. Fourth mistake: torturing yourself with questions that have no answers. You keep asking why. What happened? What did I do wrong? These questions spiral deep into your mind, but the more you ask, the more pain you feel, because sometimes there is no reasonable answer. People leave for messy, complicated reasons, often having nothing to do with you. Instead of seeking explanations, learn to accept that not everything needs to be understood, and not every departure needs to be justified. Final message: misunderstandings are weapons that kill you from within. Be awake and realize the pain does not only come from their departure, it comes from the false stories you tell yourself. Change the question. Instead of asking why they left, ask, how will I use this silence to grow 7 brutal truths you must accept when someone suddenly leaves your life? The pain does not only come from the loss. The real pain comes from facing the hard truths. Truths that, if you are brave enough to see, will not only help you overcome the pain, but also help you grow stronger than ever. Here are 7 brutal but necessary truths you must accept. First truth, they no longer need anything from you. Some people stay in your life only for the benefits they receive when those needs are no longer met, when they have gotten enough, or when they find a better source. They leave without looking back. Your existence was never pure affection to them. It was an unspoken transaction. You did not notice. Second, truth. Your growth makes them uncomfortable. At first, they liked being around you when you were like them, when you were not outstanding, not different, not breaking away. But when you grew, when you dared to chase your dreams, when you changed your mindset, your actions, your life, your presence began to make them feel small instead of growing with you. They chose to walk away rather than face their own insecurities. Third truth. Some people only loved the weaker version of you when you were weak, dependent, seeking validation. They felt comfortable because they were in a higher position. But when you began to love yourself, when you no longer needed their validation, when you were strong enough to stand alone, they felt threatened and drifted away. True love does not require you to shrink so someone else can feel big. Fourth truth. People easily influenced by others will easily leave you. There are people who cannot build their own perspective. They listen to rumors. They believe in biased views. They let others paint your image instead of discovering you for themselves. Someone like that, even if they are with you today, can easily turn their back on you because of a few words from someone else, and you cannot control their weakness. Fifth truth. Those who leave easily were never truly sincere. True affection does not shake easily. True affection seeks to mend, not to disappear in silence. Those who disappear do not do so because you lack value, but because their presence was never deep enough to endure challenges or... Sixth truth. Their silence says more than 1,000 words. Sometimes their lack of words, their lack of explanations is the clearest answer if someone can leave without feeling the need to explain. Know that they have shown you your true place in their heart. Be grateful for that silence. It saves your precious time and energy. Seventh truth. Not everyone deserves to walk your growth journey with you. The painful truth is on the path of evolution. You will have to leave many people behind, and you will also be left behind by many. Not because you are arrogant, not because you are overly ambitious, but because not everyone has the ability or willingness to grow with you. Let those who do not wish to move forward leave, so you can continue walking without being dragged down. Final message. Every brutal truth you accept is a brick building your inner strength. Remember, you are not being abandoned. You are being refined. The universe is clearing your surroundings to make room for better people and better opportunities. The story of Ethan and the candle in a peaceful small village. There was a young man named Ethan. Ethan was known for his kindness, always helping others without expecting anything in return. Friends loved him. Neighbors respected him. Everyone believed Ethan was someone they could always rely on. However, Over time, things began to change. Messages Ethan sent went unanswered. Invitations to meet were coldly declined. Warm hugs of the past turned into distant glances. At first, Ethan thought maybe everyone was just busy. He comforted himself that if he stayed patient, things would return to normal. But the more he waited, the more silence he received, the more he hoped, the more he was disappointed. His sadness accumulated into sleepless nights. He began to wonder, what did I do wrong? Am I still worthy of being loved? In his confusion, Ethan sought out Mr. Harris, an elderly man known for his wisdom in the village. After listening to Ethan, Mr. Harris simply smiled. He did not offer hollow comforts. Instead, he handed Ethan a candle and a match. He said, "Light this candle and bring it close to the window." Ethan followed. The small flame danced warmly in the dark room, but as he approached the window, a gust of wind blew and extinguished the flame instantly. Mr. Harris looked at Ethan and said, "See, a small flame, if left unprotected, can easily be blown out by the wind." Ethan nodded, but he still did not fully understand. Mr. Harris continued, "Now relight the candle, but this time shield it carefully." Ethan lit the candle again. He cupped his hands around the flame. The wind blew, but the flame stayed bright. Mr. Harris smiled warmly. "The light inside you is like this flame. If you let it shine freely, there will always be winds trying to extinguish it. Not because the light is bad, but because it makes others uncomfortable when you grow. You force those who are not ready to confront their own smallness." Ethan sat still. He realized people did not distance themselves because he did something wrong, but because his inner light had become too bright. That night, Ethan sat alone under the starry sky. He no longer felt lonely. He understood he did not need to shrink himself to keep those who were not willing to grow alongside him. From that day on, Ethan stopped chasing decaying relationships. He focused on building himself. He continued to shine, and slowly new people, more resonant souls were drawn to his light. How to properly deal with being ignored when someone suddenly ignores you. The instinctive reaction for most of us is pain, disappointment, and the urge to seek an explanation. But according to Stoic philosophy, strength does not lie in chasing those who leave. Strength lies in controlling your reaction to their departure. Here are 5 principles you must remember to deal with it properly. First principle, do not chase someone. Choosing to leave you is their decision. It is not your duty to convince them to stay. Chasing does not make you stronger. It only makes you lose your dignity. Let them go. Let the door close. Let the silence speak for you. Second principle, silence is not weakness. Many people believe they must speak up, clarify, or argue to save a relationship. But in many cases, silence is the highest expression of strength. Silence shows you are peaceful enough not to need to explain. Silence shows you value yourself above the need for validation. Remember, those who truly belong to you will not require chasing or proving much. Third principle, grow beyond the pain. The pain of being ignored is real. You have the right to feel it, but do not let it imprison you. Use the pain as fuel. Let it become the motivation for you to love and cherish yourself more. Let the hurt teach you how to never lose yourself for anyone else. Fourth principle, focus on self-improvement instead of drowning in regret. Focus on building yourself. Learn a new skill. Improve your physical and mental health. Expand more positive relationships. Let their disappearance become the catalyst for you to become the best version of yourself. Fifth principle, see their departure as natural filtering. The universe has its way of purifying your life. Those who no longer match your energy will naturally leave those who cannot walk. Your growth journey will be filtered out. Be grateful for that, because if they stayed, they would only hold you back or dim your light. Final message. When someone chooses silence, respond with peace. When someone chooses to leave, respond with growth. Remember, you do not need to explain your brilliance to those who have chosen to close their eyes. Keep moving forward, because true light always finds its way to other lights. Rebirth from silence when others choose silence and walk away. You have two options. Either you collapse in pain, or you stand up and turn that silence into the material to rebirth yourself. Those who are brave enough to choose the second path will find a stronger, clearer, freer version of themselves. Here is how you can be reborn from silence. First lesson: their absence creates space for your growth in life. You often do not realize the burdens you are carrying. The presence of negative people, unhealthy relationships can be invisible chains when they leave. It is your chance to reclaim your mental space, to breathe deeper, to live more fully, and to reshape your journey. Welcome that emptiness as a gift. New space allows more positive things to enter. Second lesson: silence teaches you to build inner strength when there is no one left to cling to. No one left to seek validation from. You are forced to turn inward in the loneliest moments. You will learn how to stand on your own feet. You will find your inner voice. You will build a strength that no applause can ever give you. True strength does not come from being liked. It comes from knowing who you are when no one is clapping for you. Third lesson: their departure helps you purify what no longer serves you. Not everyone is meant to walk with you to the end. Some people are only temporary companions. They come to teach you a lesson, and when the lesson ends, their departure is a sign that you are ready for the next chapter. Be grateful for those who have left. They are part of the purification journey that the universe has arranged for you. Fourth lesson: you learn to love without attachment. Many of us confuse love with dependence. We think that if someone loves us, they must always be by our side at all times. But true love is not clinging when you learn to love without needing to hold tightly, when you can let someone freely choose to leave and still feel peace within you. Have reached the highest form of freedom in love. Fifth lesson: you are reborn into a stronger version. Every loss is a rebirth. Every abandonment teaches you how to move forward stronger. Every time your heart breaks, it rebuilds itself tougher and deeper. You are no longer the old self. You are the matured version, a person who knows their worth, a soul that no longer trembles at the silence of the world. Final message: when others go silent, do not fear. Listen carefully, because within that silence, the call for rebirth is echoing inside you. Walk through it, rise up, become the light you once sought in others. You do not need anyone to save you. You are the one chosen to save yourself. Profound conclusion: the journey of overcoming silence and abandonment is not easy. It is a path filled with tears, with long, lonely nights, and countless unanswered questions. But if you have enough courage not to back down, if you have enough patience to walk through the pain without losing yourself, you will emerge from that journey with a completely renewed soul, and you will realize these truths. You are not being abandoned. You are being liberated. Those who chose to leave helped you remove invisible chains. They gave you the opportunity to release energy, to focus all your resources on becoming the best version of yourself. Thank them not because they hurt you, but because they cleared the path for your growth. You do not need to prove your worth to anyone. You are valuable simply because you exist. Not because someone acknowledges you, not because someone chooses to stay. Your worth neither increases nor decreases based on someone else's acceptance or rejection. You are not the result of validation. You are complete from the moment you dare to love yourself. Silence is the greatest teacher when there are no more applauses, when there are no more compliments, when there are no more hands reaching out to lift you up. That is when you learn the most precious lesson about inner strength. Silence teaches you to listen to yourself. Silence teaches you to stay firm, even when no one cares. Silence turns you into the person you once hoped others would be. This journey does not end with loss. It ends with rebirth. Someone's departure is only the end of a chapter, not the end of your life story. Every separation is an invitation for you to become bigger, deeper, and stronger. Be grateful for everything. Bless those who have left and keep walking with an open heart, without burdens, without regrets. Final message: become the light you once sought in others. Become the flame that no one can extinguish. Walk forward with the belief that those who truly belong to you will always find you under any light you shine. And above all, always remember, you are the miracle you have been searching for. The exercises to help you be reborn after being ignored. Understanding the pain is the first step. Accepting it is the second step. But the third and most important step is action. Action to rebirth yourself, so you are never trapped in the past again. Here are 5 practical exercises you can apply starting today. Exercise 1. Write down everything you feel. Take a notebook. Write down every emotion you are experiencing. Do not judge. Do not edit. Just let all the sadness, anger, and disappointment flow onto the page. Writing helps you release negative energy from your mind. It also allows you to see clearly that emotions are only a part of you, not your whole being. Exercise 2. Gratitude list. Write down at least 5 things you are grateful for about yourself. Not what others have given you, but the values, efforts, and inner qualities within you. Being grateful for yourself helps you reconnect with your intrinsic worth instead of depending on validation from others. Exercise 3. Reset your personal boundaries. Sit down and ask yourself, what kind of relationships will you allow into your life from now on? You deserve kindness, respect, and genuine companionship. Draw clear boundaries in your mind and commit not to accept anyone who does not respect those boundaries. Exercise 4. Reignite your personal passions. Ask yourself, what makes you feel alive without needing anyone to witness it? Writing, painting, sports, music, business, learning. Choose one passion and start pursuing it. Not to prove anything to anyone, but to connect more deeply with yourself. Exercise 5. Spend loving time alone. Develop the habit of spending at least 15 minutes a day, just being with yourself. No social media, no messages, no seeking external validation. Just you, your breath, and your full presence with yourself. You will be surprised to realize the deepest peace never comes from others. It has always been within you, Kamwa. Final message. Small daily actions are the bricks building your new self. Be patient with yourself. Be gentle with old wounds. And be firm with your determination to become your most beautiful version. The silence you once feared will become the perfect soundtrack for your rebirth journey. Next part, valuable lessons from those who left us. Everyone's life is a journey through meetings and partings. Not every parting is pleasant. Not every meeting is complete. But if you look deeper, you will see each person who leaves gives you a lesson, an invisible but priceless gift. Here are the major lessons you receive from those who have left your life. First lesson, your self-worth does not depend on recognition. When someone no longer values you, when they choose to leave without looking back, that is when you realize your worth does not lie in someone else's eyes. Your worth does not fluctuate based on who stays or who leaves. It is defined by how you treat yourself when you no longer measure yourself through others' lenses. You are truly free, Sai. Second lesson. No one is obligated to walk with you forever. Many of us hope that those who start with us will stay until the end. But the truth is, people walk together only when their paths align. When your paths diverge, parting is inevitable. Understanding this, you stop blaming, stop clinging, and learn to smile and say goodbye. Third lesson. Sometimes departure is the universe's protection. There are relationships you do not realize are hurting you. There are people you do not see, are limiting you in invisible cages when the universe makes them leave. It is not punishment. It is protection. An opportunity for you to find better spaces. Be grateful for the separations you once thought you could not survive. Fourth lesson. Those who truly care will not leave easily. Someone may leave when the weather is bad. Someone may turn away when you stumble. But those who truly care will stay. They are not perfect. They may be distant sometimes, but they will find ways to reconnect. They will fight for the relationship. They will not let go easily. Remember, true love does not collapse with a breeze. It grows stronger after storms. Fifth lesson. Every parting teaches you to love yourself more deeply. Every time you are abandoned, you learn to embrace yourself. You learn not to beg for affection. You learn to stand firm even when your heart feels empty. Self-love is not built on sunny days. It is forged through stormy nights. Be grateful even to those who hurt you, because thanks to them, you learn the greatest lesson to love yourself unconditionally. Next part, how to recognize someone worthy of walking with you after separations, wounds, and deep lessons you will realize. One thing, not everyone deserves to walk with you on your life journey. Those who truly deserve to walk with you will not make you doubt your own worth. They will be small, but steady lights beside your flame. Here are the signs to recognize who truly deserves to walk with you, Chatsen. First sign, they respect your growth. The right person is not threatened by your growth. They do not try to hold you back. They do not make you shrink to make them comfortable. They are happy when you succeed. They are proud when you grow, and if needed, they are willing to change and grow with you, Tam. Second sign, they do not require you to change your essence. The right person loves you in your truest form. They do not make you pretend. They do not force you to play a role to be accepted. They embrace your rough edges, your light and shadows. They allow you to be yourself without fear. Third sign, They communicate honestly and openly. The right person does not play silent wars, does not use silence to punish you, does not hide true feelings behind masks. They communicate frankly, they dare to express their feelings, their sadness, and their pain sincerely, and they listen to you with an open heart. Fourth sign, they stay when you need them, not just when things are good. Many people stay when life is bright, but the right person stays when you fall. They do not leave just because you are weak. They do not turn away because you no longer bring benefits. They choose to stay because for them love is not an exchange. It is a commitment. Fifth sign, they push you to become your best version. The right person does not let you settle in your comfort zone. They challenge you, they encourage you, they remind you that you are capable of so much more with them. You do not just feel loved, you feel inspired to reach higher every day. And final message, do not choose someone just because they ease your loneliness. Choose someone who makes you feel stronger, freer, and more authentic. And remember, before finding someone truly worthy to walk with you, learn to be someone worthy of yourself first. Final part, the light at the end of the journey. There are journeys without maps. There are paths without guides. And there are pains you must walk through alone, with no one to carry them for you. But it is precisely those darkest stretches, those loneliest moments where you find the most precious thing yourself. You will understand that whether others come or go, love or turn away, they no longer define your worth. Your worth is not in promises, not in silence, not in anyone's acceptance or rejection. Your worth is in how you rise. After every fall is in how you love yourself. Even when the world turns away, is in how you continue to shine, even when there is no applause. Remember, you are not someone else's light. You are the original eternal flame within yourself. The right people will find you, not because you shout, cling, or shrink, but because true light always attracts kindred souls. So keep walking, keep opening your heart, keep living your life with all your authenticity, strength, and freedom. You do not need to be found. You are the one who finds yourself. And that is the most magical meeting of a lifetime.